What's going on, guys? Well, watchers, Conte's back again for another match preview. This time, Chelsea against Barca, the game I've been waiting for, absolutely buzzing. Before I get into the video, I'm joined here by some special people. I'm going to let everyone introduce themselves because I've never done this before. The biggest collaboration on YouTube and Twitter in one video. Hope you all enjoy it. Guys, take over, man.
Who's going first?
I'll go first. And hey, everyone, NiiNiiFC from BlueLionsTV. Obviously, you know me for the transfer news, tactical talk, and everything related to Chelsea, really. So, yeah, thank you, Conte Tweets, for having me on your stream, bro.
Next, guys.
Oh, Eunice, I say you go. You go next.
Yeah, Eunice HH, X 100% Chelsea as well. Now, straight up, Chelsea talk, brutal honesty, occasional ranting, sometimes very calm.
And also sits in his car and does it.
Yeah, and when the car's out, he goes straight down.
Car shows! Yeah, well, Louis, 100% Chelsea, obviously took over from Eunice like a dictator because he left, and you know, basically, yeah, like the little Italian bloke Mussolini. But now, yeah, so currently around 100% Chelsea, largest fan channel for Chelsea online, better than another channel which we shan't mention, and also love to work with Sadiq, Tweets, Nini, and Eunice. You know, nice big community, proper channel, proper people. Everybody's on it. Go check it out, and thank you for having me. Conte Tweets and Worldwide Chelsea.
Addy, man.
Yeah, Addy, Worldwide Chelsea regular. Make sure you, man, just like, subscribe, and get him popping in the comments, man. Big games tomorrow. Let's get it popping.
That's what I like to hear, man. That's what I like to hear.
Huge
Guys,
game.
thank you for joining. So let's get into it, man. First of all, I just want to talk about, I want to know how confident you are for this game. Obviously, I've been, you know, talking since the last two wins, you know, confidence back in the team. And you know what? For some reason, I'm feeling confident for this game. I think everything's going our way. We played one day early as well. Got, I mean, 1 day break extra. And for me, I don't see why we can't turn up against this team. I just think we love playing Barca, even though we don't have that leadership as much. But, you know, I think something special could happen. Anyone agree?
Yeah, of course. You know, I agree with that. Obviously, tomorrow's going to be a big game. Now, of course, at the end of all my videos I'm making in regards to Chelsea versus Barcelona, one thing I keep stressing all the time is that no matter how much I talk about tactics, end of the day, it's going to come down to the players performing to their 100% fullest, you know, taking responsibility. Are they going to, if they're on goal, they're going to take the responsibility to take that shot and score? You know, are they going to be able to, let's say, get that yellow card foul if we need to make it against Messi or something like that? You know what I mean? It's going to come down to, obviously, players, their application, and just how serious they are about wanting to win this.
Definitely agree with that, man. Definitely agree with that. I always listen to you, fam. Yeah, you got a big man talk. You get me?
Yeah, come on. You
gas man, talk to me.
Gas me too.
I agree completely with Nina. I think it's this sort of game is a game where tactics, game plans, things like that can only take you so far. You need that extra spark. You need that extra little bit of will, desire. If everyone's focused, making those correct decisions, as Nini's pointed out, yeah, we can take it to them. We are Chelsea at the end of the day. We're not, you know, MK Dons, with all due respect. We're someone that can go out and actually put a game across to Barcelona. Whether we do it or not, that's the uncertainty. And that's why we got to be a bit realistic. We've got to have that faith that we can actually go out and do it. Obviously, what team up tomorrow, we'll only know when the whistle blows and the game kicks off. Simple as that.
Yeah, Louis, man, talk to me.
You're gonna hate me, all of you. I honestly think we're gonna get turned over tomorrow. Honestly, I really feel like we're gonna get turned over.
Chelsea fan TV.
I never said we're gonna win either. The only thing I'm hoping for, yeah, is that We just don't play like pussies. We play like men. I'd rather see, if we go out, I'd rather it be like back in the old days where we were unlucky. If we didn't take our chances, the referee was against
I
us.
agree. This is what I'm saying. But the thing is, you're saying not to play like pussies. Let's be honest. Give me one team game this season where you could say that team played like men properly.
Exactly. Now, here's the only thing I can say is that obviously Conte is coming across as a little coy. Now, here's the thing. I know exactly how we're going to be playing tomorrow, but Conte is saying something kind of interesting in terms of obviously that he's got a plan and he knows Barca. Now, I got an idea of what that weakness is, and to me, it's probably the first time that it seems like Conte will be flexible since he's joined Chelsea. So it's going to be interesting to see how it really works more on the counter attack against Barca.
Yeah,
I think that's a massive thing, though, isn't it? I mean, it's a case of if we play on the counter, we have to play that way. It's going to be. That's my personal opinion, anyway. I think counter-attacking football is how we should be playing. Barcelona, let's face it, they don't like playing Chelsea. But the thing is, when I understand why everyone's so excited, it's Barcelona. It's a massive game. But people saying after Hull and after West Brom, after we lose to Watford and we lose to Bournemouth as well, that we can go out and turn over Barcelona, that we can go out and we can give them a proper game. I'm sorry, with the personnel we've got, I really don't feel that we can. We need to play in a solid formation, because even though it's at home, if there was any game this season where Conte came out and he came out overall defensive and he came out with a game plan of, you know, sitting in and just defending and working hard and giving respect to the opposition, this is the game where I go, yeah, okay, fair enough. This, Real Madrid, PSG, these are the games where you go, okay, if he's going to give any opposition respect, it's these guys. These guys are absolutely phenomenal. I mean, Messi never scoring against Chelsea. That's a pointless stat. All these stats which people are pulling out saying, you know, he's never scored against us. Barcelona aren't that great. They hate playing us. No, that Barcelona team hate playing Petr Cech, John Terry, Lampard, Drogba, Essien. That's who they hate playing. They don't hate playing Rudiger or Gary Cahill. They don't hate playing Bakayoko, and they don't hate playing Olivier Giroud. There's a pivotal difference between these teams. And I know it makes me sound like a massive dickhead, all right? But guess what? That's just how I feel. I'm worried.
Louis. We're gonna go further depth into this, but let's see from Addy, man. I've not heard from him. Let me hear what you're thinking about the game tomorrow, man.
I don't know. Anything can happen, to be honest. But Barcelona have been amazing this season. Haven't lost one game in the Liga. And although the passion and all the desire and all the hard work and commitment from the players will be a big boost for us, I think the tactics and the formation will be crucial, because if we're not set up properly, and they're usually playing like a diamond with two strikers up front, so that's four midfielders, and then Messi drops deep to collect the ball as well. So that's potentially four midfielders against our two, if that's the formation that we decide to go with. So if we do go with a 3-5-2, then that would be the better option to sort out all their players in the midfield, because we might get overrun. And
I just feel everyone will complain when we play that three-man midfield, when we just defend the entire game and do nothing. Everyone will be like, oh, why do we play two wingers? Like, everyone says the opposite for some reason. You know, for me, if you're gonna have three at the back, yeah, you should be able to risk with two-man midfield. At least one wing back has to stay back if the other one's attacking. Like, everyone has to be flexible. Everyone has to attack different ways. You can't just be, you know, sitting back. Like, you're at home. Come on, man.
That's what I'm scared of. I'm scared if we sit back and just try and soak it all up, there's going to come a point we're going to get punished.
Exactly.
I'm afraid of. If you told me with the team that we used to have, if we're going to soak it all up, I'd be like, yeah, all day long. Because I know that they're able to. But these lot,
yeah.
I don't know if they're able to. I really don't know if they're able to just soak in the pressure of Messi, Suarez, Rakitic, Iniesta, flipping Paulinho. I don't know.
Paulinho. Oh my God.
We have to be strong and tight defensively, but I think we've just got to be precise, and we've got to make sure that we identify the correct moments to attack, to go and take it to them. Put them under that pressure at times. If we just soak it all up and try and, you know, wait, we could be 2-0 down.
Yeah.
That's what.
That makes sense. It comes down to game management, though. And to be honest, I think if someone said to me, go with 3-5-2, first half, try and soak up, but if it starts to get dangerous, change it up, I'd go, yeah. But the thing is, and NiiNii points it out, I love Antonio Conte. I know that NiiNii isn't a big fan, but he points out the fact that Antonio Conte's game management is not good. So he's going to go with one plan tomorrow, and whatever that plan is, he's going to stick to it.
Yeah, he's stubborn, man. Stubborn. But NiiNii, man, chat to man, bro.
Well, that's the thing. That's the only thing. Like, now, for me, if I'm being honest, I'm feeling, again, if I was to give my confidence a percentage, I'm probably like, what, 25% confident. I'm getting these flashbacks of Man City. I'm kind of thinking it's going to be a Man City 2.0. The only thing I'm hoping for is that on the counter, because the thing is, we need to be effective. I kept saying in my video I released earlier today, we have to beat Barcelona's first phase of pressing. Once we can beat that, we can run at them. But here's the thing. I don't want Hazard, Morata in the middle trying to get the ball, because they'll get outmanned by Busquets, PK, and City. It'll be a waste of time. I want them to attack the flanks, like against Man City. They left the flanks open, didn't do anything down there. Conte said he's been working on this Barca game for a whole month now. 1 whole month. It can't be any more of these Man City games anymore. If you're working on this game for a month, Conte, like, here's the thing. Conte is very honest in his press conferences. If he can say in his press conference that he thinks that Barca have a weakness that can be exploited, and that's really what gave me the 25% confidence, if I'm being honest. The fact that he said that. But again, that's what it's going to come down to. I know his game management isn't the best, and against Valverde, he's the complete opposite. Valverde's game management's on point. He'll switch things up like that easily.
Yeah.
So, really, with this game, it's going to come down, I think, more to player individual performance, luck, and then obviously, hopefully, Conte getting their setup, decent for their counter-attack.
Before we carry on, sorry, obviously Conte just said a special quote in his press conference now. He said, pressure must be your friend, not your enemy.
Ooh, pressure your friend.
I don't think pressure's anybody's friend. I don't know anybody who can harness pressure that well. I'm sorry. Pressure's your friend. I mean, wait, hold on, that's a lie. I know diamonds are made under pressure. A great joke. No, but honestly, so these players can't deal with pressure. I want us to win. I believe we can win. I have that in my heart, but my head is what operates when I'm doing stuff like this. When I'm talking football, when I'm trying to do it, my head speaks. I'm sorry, but it just won't work with these players. You don't have. If Gary Cahill is a club captain, there's no noise. There's no noise. He sits there, goes, "Sweet, I'm in my own zone." No, you're the leader. You're supposed to be the one that's talking. Let's face it, he will talk tomorrow. He will play tomorrow.
Yeah, of course.
I'm 100% confident on that, though.
I don't want him to play.
I don't want him to play. I don't want him to play.
Yeah, you know what? I made this point about Cahill, and I know I'm going to sound really cynical, but obviously, when we beat them, obviously when we got the results 6 years ago, I kept making this point that I don't think if Cahill was still sitting on the pitch, I don't know if he would have won. Because even look at the injury that he got. How did he get that injury against Barca? He got spun. You know what I mean? He'll keep getting spun. Imagine he injured himself getting spun. That tells you his mental, not capabilities, but obviously the stress that he puts himself under. You know what I mean? So, I can't imagine Conte using Cahill. I mean, if he's serious about winning, and I don't see how you're going to use Cahill on the left, but Messi's going to be on that side. Please, they're not serious using there.
I can see Conte.
So guys, let's see if I'm Addy. I haven't heard from Addy. Who are you looking at the back three, man? We're gonna get into the team lineup from everyone one by one, but let's see if I'm Addy. Back three at least. Tell me the back three, man.
If I was Conte, I would go with Aspilicueta on the right, Christensen in the middle, and Rudiger on the left. I think Aspi is a better leader than Cahill. I think he gets the boys more up for it. Christensen would just be the composed player on the ball, deal with all the pressure and take out our defence and play into the midfield, hopefully. And then Rudiger, I think he would do a better job on Messi. I think he's a bit more agile and pacey than Cahill to deal with Messi. So I really don't want to see Cahill coming up against Messi. I think he'll run and riot. So
Yeah.
I think that shouldn't be the move.
Yeah, you guys, man. Who's next one? Tell me you back three.
Go on, Eunice.
I agree. I'm the same. I'll go Aspi, Christensen in the middle, and Rudiger on the other side. If Cahill plays tomorrow, Messi will end his career.
His career is
To be
ended
honest,
right now.
I think that's polite. I don't think he'll end his career. I think what he'll do is he'll end his career, give him PTSD, and he'll go in a home. That's what will happen. It won't be anything else.
Look, the same way 6 years ago, where remember we bought Cahill from Bolton, right? And later on in that season, he played against Barcelona, and he did well. He had JT alongside him, but in that game when JT got sent off, Cahill was that man in the middle, and he done a job. I think the same way that we had to rely on him is the same way we got to rely on Christensen tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's young, he's strong, he's able. He's up against Messi for the first time in his life, against Suarez for the first time in his life, but I'm confident he can do it.
Quick question, guys. Quick question. Sorry to bot everyone in. I want to ask every single one of you though, a key question. It's not going to happen tomorrow, but say Conte decided to go two at the back and you played Aspi in the two-man defense. Would that work?
That's definitely not going to happen.
When you say
I
two,
just want to hear your opinion. Can you play in a two-man defense? I just want to hear your opinion, not saying it's going to happen.
when you say two-man, you're saying that will basically it would develop for a back four. So you'd have
Yeah,
two,
back
and you'd
four.
almost have like two wing backs.
Yeah.
No, I think
No.
if you do a back four, you need to put Aspilicueta on. I'd put him on the right hand side of the back four.
Well, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I understand that. I'm saying in general, do you think he can play?
Potentially.
I don't know.
If it was old style football, so you saying he'd basically doing what Beckenbauer does or did?
Yeah.
It could work, but then again, we did that with back three at the back last season, didn't we? Luis basically the Beckenbauer on. You had two solid defenders in Aspilicueta and Kay on the other side. I don't think that would work. I think Rudiger, Christensen, and Aspilicueta are the back three we should go for. I think that it's just solid. It's our best. They're our best options. I mean, there's no way that if people try and draw comparisons, I'm going to keep reinforcing this because it's what people keep saying. I keep seeing on Twitter. People keep trying to draw comparisons. This is a completely different team. These are just completely different. We cannot draw comparisons. These are their own men, and they've got a point to prove tomorrow. Honestly, with how this season's gone, this could make or break how it goes.
Yeah.
This could be it.
Yeah.
And I honestly think tomorrow you go out there, you have Aspilicueta who will lead that line. He'll take it. He's the man who'll take that game by the bollocks. That's what we need.
Definitely.
Yeah, and going back to that Cahill and Rudiger, I mean, I also think that Rudiger offers you something that Cahill doesn't. He can sometimes come out of defence, dribbling with the ball and play it off, or sometimes just switch the play. He's got a decent passing on him, unlike Cahill, who, like, when he plays a 5-yard pass, that's taking a risk for him. So I think Rudiger would be there.
I agree with that. I'm just worried that we're going to be sitting back the entire game. It's going to be like 75% possession to Barca, and we're just going to keep clearing the ball. This is what's going to be. I want to be nervous from third row, shed lower. But you know what? Like, I just feel the entire Barca midfield to the strikers, they're going to come into Chelsea so much that I'm sure they'll make at least one mistake, and we're going to have to take that chance when we counter against it. And that's what's going to happen. We're going to get like 1 or 2 chances in the game, and it can either go 1-0, 2-1 to us, or we're going to lose 4-0. It's as simple as that. I'm just going to tell you how it is. But obviously, I'm feeling a bit confident. I'm talking about defensive-wise. I think we're going to be able to keep them out. But I feel like we're only going to get 1 or 2 chances in the game, and we've got to take it. That's all it is.
If we do that perfectly, if you guys remember I know we shouldn't be drawing comparisons because that team was special, but the day we won 4-2, those first 20 minutes, we had 3 chances and we scored 3, and it was 3-0 after 20 minutes. We hit the game 3 times and scored 3. That, honestly, tomorrow, if we're going to sit back and wait for the opportunity, that's what we got to do. If we miss those chances, we're done.
Guys, I just want to say, I want to start Giroud tomorrow. Yeah? Is that a shock?
Yes. Yes, I don't start Morata. I'm honestly, just, what did it for me was when he dropped like a stone against Hull. You know, when he came on and he literally touched a League One defender basically and fell over. I honestly wanted to punch him in the head. I wanted to punch him in the head. No, I don't hate him. I just hate the way that he can't stand up, and I hate what everyone's going, oh, but he does well against Barcelona. That's because he has Modric, Ronaldo, Bale, and Benzema to help him. That's why he did well. He's not got them now. He's got Hazard. Don't get me wrong; he's a great player, but he's not got loads. And Kroos. I know you said true, but Kroos, it sounded like Kroos. So, yeah. But, I mean, it's just... Giroud can finish, and I just want someone who can put someone in front of... If it's on a plate, I want someone who can put it away.
Yeah.
Man, the link-up play for Giroud, for me, is key for Hazard, man, to shine in tomorrow's game. Even though we might not get the ball as much, you know, a long ball, Giroud touch or something. I don't know. I think something's going to happen, but NiiNii, man, Eunice, chat to man.
Go, NiiNii.
Okay. I look at Morata sometimes and I think, you know what? Obviously, when he was back in La Liga, you know, the refereeing is different. So sometimes I think with a lot of these, especially when you come from a different league, it's all about getting used to what you can get away with, what you can't get away with. And I think with Morata, he's still thinking this is La Liga. So it's going to take him a while to get used to, obviously, you know, referees aren't going to give you free kicks and fouls that they'll do back in La Liga. I think in regards to playing him, you definitely can't use Giroud. I mean, we saw the whole City game on the counter-attack when he's deep, because let's be serious, Morata is going to be by that halfway line a lot of times to help us defend. Now imagine that's Giroud. What's he going to do with the ball then? He's going to start. He doesn't have the pace or legs to get up there. And really, Giroud's only effective when he has people close to him, but then we'll be playing without the ball most times. So I just think that Morata and his pace, I mean, and hope and pray, you know what I mean? I mean, I think he should be. He's been out for a while. I think his confidence should be there. I think he could do bits tomorrow if we get the right service.
Yeah, I'm with NiiNii on this one. I think Morata's familiar with the Spanish way of football. He's fast. I'm hoping the Morata of Atletico Madrid shows up. You know, when we played at Atletico. Yeah. From home. I hope that Morata shows up tomorrow. If that Morata shows up tomorrow, we're all right. But what worries me again, it's like the rest of the team. We don't know what we're getting. We don't know what's going to show up tomorrow. You know, NiiNii makes a good point. If we're going to play with Giroud, we're going to have to press forward, get the ball into their half, and try and lay it off for Giroud. We're going to have to put ourselves into situations where he can lay it off for Hazard. If we're going to be sitting back and doing nothing, just fucking it all up and waiting for the opportunity to counter-attack, we need a striker with pace. Giroud isn't a fast guy. Let's be real. But I can rely on Morata more in that situation. But again, I don't want the Morata of late to show up, because if he does, we ain't scoring goals. It's as simple as that.
He's had no end product. This is why I wouldn't start him. He has no end product at all at the minute. He's not scored and he's not been clear. Someone said to me, Morata's good in the big games today. Give me one big game since Man United, when he scored in October, where he's turned up. Give me one.
Oh, he hasn't had one since.
All thought we had what, 3 more games against Arsenal? Didn't do anything in any of them. You know, he went off injured against Man City. When people are talking about a big game player, I really don't think Morata is that. If we want pace and we want movement on the ball, why not just go for a false 9? I know it's not popular, and I understand if people go off at me. I get that, but to be honest, I have no faith in Morata at the minute. If he plays and he scores tomorrow, then fair play. Fair play.
I'm gonna quote you, yeah. I'm gonna come to your interview and quote you, but listen, his first season, man. You need to chill. We need to relax. To calm down.
No, I do. I want to calm down, but the thing is, he's got a £60 million price tag on him, and that's only going to go up in terms of wages, deals that he does, and he spends too much time on Instagram. That's another reason why I get annoyed at him. Just play football, bruv. That's it for me.
Eddie, who you playing up front?
I would say Morata, especially if you want to try to counter-attack them, because he has great movement and he's got good enough pace. I think if you want to play Giroud, You got to play to his strengths, and you got to get him up against the defender, play it into his feet so he can knock it off to Hazard or something. But I do think that sometimes he does lack consistency with his link-up play. Like sometimes he'll do these beautiful flicks, and then other times he can't make a 5-yard pass. So Morata's been out for quite a while. So I think he's regained his match fitness. He should be ready for this game. Apparently, he's been working really hard to get back to it. He knows the Spanish way of football. I think you bring on Giroud for the last 20, half an hour to bully him, Titi and PK in there, lump some crosses in towards him. But to start, Morata pressing down the defenders, giving them problems, getting movement off the ball, and like Giroud would give you. So I would definitely go for Morata. I think he's the better option for the game tomorrow.
Can you follow him on Twitter, man? You got some good knowledge, man. That's good. That's good. That's good. Eunice, you give your opinion already? Yeah, you gave your opinion. Yeah,
I did. One thing I want to add: if Morata has the opportunity and he puts the ball in there, that's his season rejuvenated right there.
Torres.
Honestly, if you're scoring against Barcelona and the roar, obviously the crowd tomorrow are going to be immense, right? It's going to be something that these new lads at Chelsea haven't experienced, I don't think. If Morata manages to score, I think the rest of the game, leave him on the pitch. Don't take him off, because he's going to get so much confidence from that, and that's what he needs, to be fair. I'm hoping a good Morata shows up. Simple.
Yeah.
I think Morata's over-criticised because he's coming to this new league. He's never been the main striker really at any of his clubs. He's adapting, but I think what is putting the pressure and criticism on him is the amount of goals that the likes of Salah, Kane, Lukaku that are scoring. And because they're getting so many, everyone's expecting, oh, why is Morata not doing this? We paid 60 mil. He should be on the same level as them, but we just got to give him time. He's got to adapt properly, and then we'll see. Lukaku's already been in the Premier League for how many seasons? Kane, how many seasons? Aguero, how many seasons? Salah's been in the Prem before. We just got to give him a little bit of time.
Salah didn't play in the Prem. He barely played for us. So he's hit the ground running because he's been made to. He's basically, and they played to his strengths.
Yeah,
we try playing to Morata's strengths. He doesn't. And even when he doesn't have the confidence, he just doesn't seem to do it. If we're the big word that I'm hearing here over and over and over and over about Morata is hope. Hope. That's literally. I hope he does this. I hope he does that.
I agree.
But realistically, right now, and even though we're saying he'd be better on the counter and better with pace and all that kind of stuff, to be honest, I don't want hope. I don't want to have to hope against Barcelona. I don't want to go, maybe. I want to go, if you put it on a plate and they're in front of goal, who's going to score it? That's what I want right now. I don't have. It's just a case of he just does not have. He doesn't have the confidence, and I don't think many of us have the confidence in him either. Because we're saying hope. If you have the confidence in him, you wouldn't be saying hope.
True. I just want to add something quickly before going to the next question. You know, I agree with Liverpool playing up to, Salah's, how he should be playing. Obviously, that Liverpool team's attacking. You need to think about Chelsea's tactics, This past decade, shocking. Absolutely shocking. The last time I enjoyed Chelsea football was Ancelotti, in my opinion. And that was just about above average. Like, I've not seen attacking football. And obviously, I know Nini would want to say a lot about this tactics football, but you need to understand most strikers can't perform in a Chelsea team, which is why we expect so much from Hazard. And he's not getting as many goals. And, that's why people are down him for top 3 and everything. But if you put him in Madrid, he'll be scoring way more goals. But that's just Chelsea, man. That's just Chelsea.
Yeah, I agree. Because the main thing at Real Madrid was that when Morata was playing, he got to play on the last line, so he could use his pace more. He could focus on making runs inside the box. Like, obviously, Morata, I like him, his all-round game, because, he can win a ball in the air. He can drop deep if he has to. He can run with the ball from deep. He's a pretty complete striker, but sometimes I've always felt that we make it difficult for our strikers. That's why they don't regularly score 25 goals a season. And that's why even Costa, I mean, every time I got to the second half of the season, he struggled. And that's when any time, not getting enough options near him, isolated a lot of times. Remember that period under Mourinho where he had to push out wide just to get the ball? You know what I mean? So I feel like we just make it a bit harder for these guys. With Morata, I said from the start when everyone was getting gassed about him coming in the summer, don't get your expectations up. You have to judge him for next year. That's when you have to really look at him, because again, he's 25, his first time playing as a first choice striker in his career. He's always had confidence issues in front of goals, but he needs good form to be able to continue with what he's doing. And I just think it's just a patience thing, and I think maybe that's why the club decided to splash out so much. I mean, in a way, they were desperate for to bring in a striker. They just told Costa that you're moving, and in a way, Morata was like the last resort. If we didn't sign him, I don't know who we would have signed to replace him.
Yeah, guys, we spoke quite a bit on this one. I want to speak about another interesting topic. Sorry, guys, I know we've already been on for 30 minutes. It doesn't feel like 30 minutes, but I'm telling you, it's 30 minutes already. So, guys, let's talk about wing back. Yeah, wing back position. Now, for me, I know Nini's gonna disagree with me, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I honestly prefer Zappacosta over Moses.
Same.
Yeah, and I understand both are average, both are not performing, both are nothing. Yeah, I understand that. But for me, I always pick Zappacosta over Moses in recent times. Not just against Hull, like people have been saying that I've been judging by, but for me, just attacking one, I just feel like he has that sharpness towards the end, that final thing that you want towards the end. I just don't think Moses has that. He can take on a man, but for me, his final choice is poor. Just like Willian, like these two players are actually natural gifted players that are actually good footballers, but the last, final thinking, not good enough for me.
I agree.
You'll take off, man.
I agree. I think Zappacosta should start, not only because I think he gives us a better option going forward on the counter attack. I think he's a better deliverer of the ball as well. But the diamond formation that Barcelona set up in, they shouldn't really be attacking the left flank or Zappacosta's flank too much. And even if they do, it's Iniesta, even though he's got good dribbling, he's quite slow these days. So Zappacosta should be able to deal with him if Iniesta's coming at him in one-on-one. The only problem is Jordi Alba will overlap, and that's the problem because he's very pacey, and I don't know if Zappacosta will be able to keep up with him. But if you're looking at going forward and getting a few goals, I think Zappacosta is a better option. We saw that at Arsenal. Regularly, Conte brings him on as a sub to help us try to get a goal because he delivers a good ball in. So I reckon he should start Moses because Moses is rubbish going forward, and he's not even anything special defensively either.
Yeah, totally agree with that. Who we going to next? Yunus? Before we leave Nini last because I want to hear his opinion proper, isn't it?
This is a tough one. Obviously, Alonso is going to be on that left-hand side. We all agree on that one. But Zappacosta, for me, going forward, has a lot more to offer. I agree. He can cross a ball in the box. That's a good start. Can he keep up with someone like Alba, though? Not sure. Can Moses?
He can.
Yes. But can Moses offer you what you need in the final third?
No. But the thing is, there's one thing before I let you carry on. One thing, sorry. The only thing you're saying crosses as well, but the thing is, do we want to cross to Morata? Or would we want Giroud in there? That's another thing. If you want to be playing Morata, you might as well play Moses.
Well, don't forget, Morata's good in the air, but just as well as Giroud is.
True. Okay.
On the pitch though, on the floor, if you're keeping the ball on the ground, right? For me, Moses lacks in terms of his dribbling, trying to get past a man near the corner flag, trying to dribble himself into the box, trying to link up. I think Zappacosta offers more there, but it depends how we're set up. Are we going for someone a bit more physical? Are we going for someone that can offer pace, that can keep up, that can get past, or are we trying to play a bit more technical? Are we trying to link up more? Are we trying to get the ball into the box? Again, it depends how we're playing up. I don't know who you would play between Zappacosta and Moses.
Yeah, but it's the home leg, so I think our priority should be scoring goals. So Conte should be thinking about when he's deciding the right wing back, he should be thinking about who's better going forward and help us in the final third, not who's going to be better defensively. Because as we're home, this is our main priority. Winning is our main priority tomorrow. That's going to give us the very best chance going through. Say we get a 1-1 draw, we're not going to go through. They got the away goal as well, so we do need a win tomorrow, more or less. It's our best chance of getting through.
If we base the game on what Conte is saying though, in terms of dealing with pressure, if we're going to sit back, say if we bomb forward and we get hit, right, we leave ourselves exposed. Jordi Alba's got Zappacosta going to keep up with Jordi Alba. I'd rather Moses.
But Zappacosta isn't slow. He's actually quite rapid.
He isn't. I just think technically Moses offers that bit more. Again, it depends how we're set up. If we're attacking, if we're going a bit more attacking, if we're going to take the game to Barcelona, I'd have Zappacosta on the pitch all day long. If we're going to sit back and try and contain it a little bit, I would want Moses as a physical presence.
Yeah.
Big thing for me is I think it hinges on the formation. I think if you're going 3-4-3, you're going to have support on that side. Then I think Moses would be a better option because then he can get the ball, he can offload it, and he can be there for support whoever will be playing on that right wing spot. But if you're playing 3-5-2, I honestly, to be honest, I'm guessing a DM would kind of drop back. So if you play 3-5-2, while a player goes forward, you'd have one player drop back into the position. So there's a bit of cover there. Maybe it turns into a 4 or something at the back when that player does drop in. But Moses cannot get past. If like everyone's saying, he just can't get that final ball. He can't get that final ball. And everyone's saying that Zappacosta couldn't keep up with Jordi Alba. He could, trust me. He's very quick. He always has been.
Take your word for it.
He's quick. I think he might not have the physicality of Moses.
Oh, that was a bit awkward. We just cut off.
Is the internet in the way? Oh, go on. I think he's back.
God damn it! There's that university internet, people. No, I think that Jordi Alba, he's not the biggest bloke either, and I think Zappacosta could do it. But again, if you want the final ball, you go Zappacosta. If you want physicality, you go Moses. But like I said, it hinges on the formation. If we play 3-4-3, I go Moses. 3-5-2, I go Zappacosta.
Even with physicality, Jordi Alba ain't shrugging no one off the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Nini, drum roll, please.
Yeah. Honestly, you guys, I think everyone's got it wrong about Moses, in my personal opinion. I think all you guys got it wrong. I don't know. First of all, let me deal with Zappacosta first. Now, with Zappacosta, yeah, he's got the pace. And I think sometimes he gives us the illusion that he's better than he is because he is dynamic. It's because he's very one-dimensional. You know, he'll get the ball. It's always going forward. But if you really analyze what he was doing every game, how many times is he losing it in the final third in terms of not even passing it to a midfield option, in terms of not being able to hold the ball up in the final third? It's like literally Zappacosta can't keep hold of the ball in the final third without someone near him. And like the major thing with what I don't like about Zappa, I don't know. Actually, I kind of think it's to do with his ability and maybe getting used to the league as well. But he just can't tackle. Like, for example, he never ever gets back to his defensive line quick enough. The amount of times the game against Arsenal, the Carabao Cup, I remember that because I had to analyze the game after. It was his fault that both those crosses came from his half because he didn't get back in line quickly enough, and he's never there to stop crosses. He's always behind. And I think the prime game, which will make it easy for you guys to remember, that game against Roma, obviously we drew 3-3. Remember that was a game where Ashley was looking kind of shaky. They had that Perotti guy on the left who was cutting inside. Now, why was Aspie looking shaky? I was trying to like deep it for a while. Then I realized, where's Zappacosta? I can't see him. So he forced Aspie to have to push out where he was by himself. Aspie's in no man's land because he's got to do two jobs at the same time. And I haven't seen Zappa. I think the only game I saw him improve was the game recently against, I think, West Brom when he played on the left. That's when defensively he was looking better, especially against Phillips. He was getting tighter in that. So I was thinking, hopefully this guy can improve more. But with Moses, I just feel that Moses is more complete. I mean, I never really see anyone get past him on the right-hand side. That partnership with Aspie on the right-hand side too, I think that's key. That's one of the best defensive partnerships from the right we've had for a while. I mean, they know how to play with each other. They know how to interchange. If Moses pushes up, Aspie comes in behind. If you know what I mean, and Moses will do the same thing for Aspie if Aspie has to push up as well. They don't even have to talk to each other. You just got it like that. And I just think with Moses, I keep looking at the final third, and I think I might have to do a video on this because I clocked one thing on the final third. How compare the left-hand side to the right-hand side? What would you say is where's the football faster, on the left or on the right?
On the right.
On the faster, where's the football faster, like in terms of like getting into the final third more and doing something? Is it quicker on the left or the right?
Left.
The left, isn't it? Yeah, it's quicker on the left. And Why is that? Well, that's because Hazard normally is dropping there to collect the ball. So, of course, if Hazard's getting it, that's two guys on him, freeing up space for Alonso. And that's why I'm more critical of Alonso, because Alonso actually has that space and freedom to be able to do stuff, and he just doesn't do it. Now, look on the right-hand side, and we see this move every single time. How often do you see them pointless 1-2s played on the right? You see that, for example, for Williams there, he gets it, he shimmies a bit, and then he just passes it backwards. Same thing with Moses, and I'm thinking, why is it much harder to dribble down this right-hand side? And I'm clocking that's because no one's making any runs in behind to free up space for Moses to go one-on-one. And last year, when we went on that 13-game unbeaten run, that's when Pedro was in the team. That's when Pedro was actually being good. He's just been shit this whole season. Pedro was constantly making them runs in behind. You even see Hazard sometimes making runs on the right-hand side as well. That was giving Moses the space so that Moses don't have to get past two people that are standing still. Because you've got to think it's hard to get past someone. If two guys standing still, and you've got no one trying to make a run in behind to draw them away. And this is why Moses can't really, because tactically he's disciplined. He's not going to just take some pointless risk and then have to run back 50 yards. So I just feel that, I mean, we saw it in the, what was the game we won 3-0, the West Brom game. Remember when Hazard scored the goal on the right-hand side? Now, to me, it was no surprise that you saw Moses out the books getting forward a bit more, because Hazard was there on the right, freeing up the space. And I just feel that we can make both our wing-backs' lives much easier if they just had a bit more support around them. You know what I mean?
It's good, guys. Let's move on to the next question, man. Everyone said some nice points, man. So I'd like to hear, man. So what midfield? Obviously, I think Conte has come out and said Bakayoko is unavailable for tomorrow. I think you'd say that. What are we looking at in midfield, man? Danny, drink water?
No, I think we should go with Ross Barkley.
Serious?
No.
Wasn't he training today?
I thought he was actually serious, you know. I thought he was serious.
You pulled your serious face as well, man. Like I was there to be like, damn, he's been serious.
Yeah. Wasn't Ross Barkley training today?
Yeah.
He was, wasn't he?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
We're attacking, guys. We're changing the tactics. We're going to be attacking this game tomorrow. We're going to win 3-0, man. You hear me first, yeah? No, I'm joking. But no, seriously though, what we look at, most of you guys are saying 3-man midfield, correct? I don't agree with that, but
I mean, the big question here is how do we approach it? Do we go what we want or what we think is going to happen?
What we think is going to happen.
Okay. All right.
If we ain't talk the truth, innit? We're not going to just, tell lies to the viewers right now. We've got 150 people right now watching us. You get me? Worldwide chills all around the world, spreading that love. But yeah, 3-man midfield, I'm guessing then, right? I mean, defensive, most likely. Kante, Fabregas, Drinkwater, probably. Right.
It's most likely what you want to see.
Will Conte set up with a 3-5-2 though? Do you really think he will?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you can leave Fabregas and Kante against Messi, Rakitic, Iniesta, Paulinho.
I want him to. I want him to
as well, especially because Willian's showing good form as well, and he's definitely an attacking threat. He'll take on his man. He's direct player. But let's be honest, we probably will go for a 3-5-2 because they will completely overload us in the midfield if we don't.
But this is what I understand. What's the point of a free defense at the back? Like, come on, one has to risk it, man. Got 2 wing backs. They can support as well, man. Like, what's the point of that? Yeah. No one saw that, yeah. Really caught that, man. But listen, honestly, though, what is the point of that, though? Seriously, what's the point of playing 3-man at the back, 2 wing backs, and you're still going to play 3 in the midfield? What is the point? If we defend and soak up all the pressure, and let's just say we do Ashley Cole, we boot it away, and we've got Willian up there, like we've got Morata, we've got Hazard. Come on. Got to be a bit offensive at home. I understand the way, defend like that, cool, but at home.
Yeah, that's why I would reckon we would go over 3-4-3. To be fair, I mean, I remember against Atletico, we played with 3-5-2 away from home and it worked. But every other time we played 3-5-2 this season, it turned out to be a disaster.
Spurs.
I don't know. I think we've got to give ourselves some sort of option to attack with. I don't think we do that with 3-5-2. I think we're more comfortable with a 3-4-3. Yes, we've got to defend and sit back a bit, but we've got to go with something to bomb forward with. I think a 3-4-3 sorts us out in that aspect.
If we play a 3-5-2 the same way that we did against Spurs away when we won 2-1, when we have one defender blocking the passing lines, cutting out the passing lines, so you stop the ball getting to their main players, and you got the other two just hovering about the midfield, and then you push forward when you attack and counter attack, and then you can hope for a goal. I think that would be good. Yeah, exactly. Hope, but I would personally go 3-4-3 because this is what it boils down to me. Eden Hazard, would you rather him against PK and Titi or Hazard versus Sergio Roberto? Because he will beat Sergio Roberto every time. I don't know if he's going to get past big physical men in Titi and PK.
Would it be Sergio Roberto though? Is Semedo not fit?
No, it's not that he's not fit, but he's not getting the playing time that he wants, I guess. Like the other day, he came on as a sub in like the 90th minute, like getting a couple minutes on the pitch. I doubt he'll start, honestly.
That's a mind game right there. It's gonna be playing him like RS. Like you gotta think we're gonna be playing him. No, I'm thinking. Nini, man, what are you thinking, man? You're quiet. You're thinking about it carefully. Like you're gonna give the biggest speech.
Nah, I'm not even gonna make it long, but basically, yeah, I did that video, and I'm just saying that I want us to use not even 3-5-2, 3-4-3, as long as Willian is in the team, because I can't see why Willian can't drop into midfield when we need him there. Yeah, so what? Drinkwater, yeah, exactly. Drinkwater, you could say a bit better defensively, but then if he can't carry the ball. Remember that game against Arsenal when he had to play as a 3-man midfielder? Didn't have the legs to get forward. I felt sorry for him, and it's just like Drinkwater is a guy that stays behind the halfway line, not bombing up.
Yeah,
Willian can be that guy to help us beat the first phase of pressing, where if he can collect it, runs at people, that means that Morata and Hazard be like, yo, it's time to make a move. Imagine Willian's on the ball, Hazard drifts to the left-hand side where Roberto is, becomes an out option there. You know, Hazard doesn't lose the ball. If he can get in them positions where he can run at them, maybe either take a shot, obviously find Morata or someone, that's what we're going to need. If I see Conte play Drinkwater, then the counter attack's over. It's not going to work. You know what I mean? Conte, what he should do, because he makes the same mistake every time, this guy. We've seen it against Arsenal too at home, where we're playing against a weak Arsenal team that have this winger playing left wing back. What's his name?
Nielsen.
Yeah, that guy. And then no Sanchez was starting too. No Ozil was starting as well. And he just was so pragmatic and so negative. Don't do that. That's just what I mean by game management. It's okay if we start the game in the first 60, 65 minutes trying to get something, and then you bring on your Drinkwater or something. You know what I mean? Do it like that. But we do it the opposite way all the time. I just don't understand it sometimes.
I was going to ask you, against Roma, when Willian came on, he was playing in that midfield kind of way, wasn't he? The way you wanted it.
Yeah, I think that was the game. And there was another game too recently where he did use Willian in like a 3. And the fact that we've even seen him. What game was that, Adi?
I can't remember, honestly, because it's happened quite a few times. It's like 3 or 4 times he's brought him on and played him centre mid.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, so to me, I can't remember if it was at the beginning of this month or whatever, but to me, surely, I just keep thinking Conte is going to use Willian in a 3-man midfield, so he can, or because he can transition from 3-5-2 to 3-4-3. We can get, because Morata and Hazard need support. If he can get support on the counter, I'm feeling more confident.
Yeah, I think the main issue with the 3-5-2 is that Danny Drinkwater is your box-to-box centre mid. He's the one helping and supporting Hazard and Morata. We saw it at Liverpool away when he drew 1-1. He kept bombing up the pitch. Hazard was trying to give him the balls, but he lacks the pace. He lacks the creativity. He's just not meant to be there. He's meant to sit back and defend. So I think he should not be playing in that role. I would much rather see Willian there.
Exactly. Because there's one thing Barca don't have. Their midfield slow. Rakitic slow. Busquets slow. Paulinho slow. That whole right-hand side, I'm literally releasing the video later tonight after this. That whole right-hand side, Roberto can't defend. He's kind of slow. He doesn't get no proper protection as well. That needs to be the area where we get Hazard on the right so he can run at people and take them on. Remember that game against Paris Saint-Germain when Draxler was just all over Roberto? You know what I mean? It happens all the time. I'm hoping this is what Conte's seen. If he doesn't do it like that, I don't know what to say about the guy then.
Yeah, Louis, man, where you at?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
No, I've just been thinking. What Nini was propositioning, and I think it makes a lot of sense. If he does it, he'll play a 3-4-3, and he might drop in, but realistically, it will be just 3-4-3. I think, like Nini says, Conte's too pragmatic. If he goes 3-4-3, it'll be 3-4-3.
Guys,
if he goes 3-5-2, it'll be 3-5-2.
Yeah. Are you not Conte in?
In.
Just went straight with that question. Like,
I gotta drop it. Quick team. I need to hear it.
What, me?
I'm Conte in.
But they're both Italian, so of course we're gonna be.
You're not saying Italian, mate. You're not saying Italian. And what are you saying? That's the most Yadar comment I've ever heard from him. He definitely voted Brexit, didn't he? Jesus Christ! I need to get rid of me.
But I don't know, but I think there's one thing we're all forgetting, and I think it's that press conference. Now, when have we ever heard Conte sound optimistic about a big team? Most time, all he says is we need to suffer, we need to test how good we are, blah blah blah. But he did say, yo, I feel that Barca do have their weakness, and we've been working on it, or something. I'm paraphrasing. He says something along them lines. So, what are you guys thinking it could be? Because Conte doesn't say, he doesn't just talk shit in press conferences. He's very precise with what he says.
I think you know, the intensity is the key, and this is the weakness of Barcelona.
Wow.
Is that Antonio Conte or some random Brazilian geezer? I couldn't tell.
Oh, gee, thanks, bro. You meant to be my side, but I'm Conte in, but I'm Conte tweets, you know.
Yeah. Hold on. No, you said the other day that you couldn't pick a side. I saw that tweet.
Yeah.
I saw, I'm not Conte in, but I'm not Conte out. But I'm going to proposition this question. That's how he put it.
Yeah, but I'm neutral because he needs to change his tactics. He needs to change his
No, wait. Did you say you're neutral? I thought you just said you're Conte in.
No.
Hey, listen, we know that big Twitter accounts can't be honest. We know that.
Listen. If I'm not Conte out, then clearly I'm kind of more in than out.
Wow.
I just want him to change his tactics. That's what I want. Change your tactics.
Sadiq, you talk about Antonio Conte about your sex life now? I can't really tell.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Hey, Sadiq, who are you going Nando's with all the time?
I'm not going Nando's, bro.
You got misses now.
Hey, chill, dude. That's for another day, man. Don't bring that thing out. You know these people on Twitter, they're on my case, man. They want to see me slacking. But listen, change subject, yeah. You know,
wait, he changed the subject. He's worried. Change
subject, guys. Yeah. All right, listen. Obviously, I'm guessing all of you don't want Willian over Pedro.
Yeah, Willian's dead. I mean, Pedro's dead. Sorry, Pedro's dead.
We're talking too fast.
No ratings for Pedro whatsoever.
All right, guys. Caballero.
We want someone who understands
right now.
Bro, let's be serious.
Listen. No, seriously. All right. If there's a penalty that needs saving, take off Courtois.
Yeah.
Can we change the rules of football and just make it like American football? They bring the kicker on. Just bring on Caballero of a penalty and take him back off.
Honestly, with Pedro, right? I understand this season he's been crap, right? Willian, especially with the performance against Hull, and even to be honest, overall he's been much better. But Pedro against Barcelona,
yeah.
No.
Do you think he could perform?
He doesn't bring
He knows them inside out.
Pedro don't care anymore. Pedro's won. He's gonna retire soon. He's won every trophy you can imagine, every international trophy, every European trophy. He's won it all. He doesn't care. It's his boys. He's not gonna put no performance in against them. Just play Willian. Pedro shouldn't even be coming on as a sub.
I think he does not bring anything to our team.
He doesn't.
I honestly don't know what he brings to our team.
I don't know. I just don't know. But I've always guessed with him, he's the type of guy that if West Ham came with a 25 million bids, he'd probably just cut if it was a good wage.
I spoke to him. He's a real guy, fam. He's won everything. You see me. I prefer Pedro over Willian. Not now, obviously, but you know, in the past couple months, years, whatever it's been. But for me, if you add those two together, that's what I want. Basically, one has good something, the other one has something else better. But for me, obviously, Willian has to start no matter what. Even though a lot of people have been slating him, including myself, you know, he's done very well. And, you know, same with Bakayoko. I hope he comes well, man. Obviously, he can't pass 5 yards for some reason. But, you know, maybe something else going on. Obviously, I'm blaming the tactics for him as well. But I can't excuse the 5-yard passes. I don't understand that. It doesn't make sense. But he's still young. He's still got time. Obviously, he follows me as well. So,
Hey.
I've got to back him in it. Propaganda in it. So,
That's what I mean.
No one
accounts, bro. No, I'm joking. But not with Baka. Again, he is similar to Morata. I knew that we have to judge this guy after a year because it was going to be the exact same thing as Ramirez. I just knew it was going to be like that because I watched the guy in Monaco how many games. In my opinion, I keep saying it. I felt that both Fabinho and Bakayoko are pretty overrated, in my opinion. I feel that they suited the system at Monaco because they did one certain job, but as complete players, I mean, the first thing I clocked with Bakayoko I didn't like was you'll see guys from behind him run in front of him to get the ball. Now, I can't imagine that a guy that's playing top-level football can allow that to happen to him so many times. A guy that's behind you, and you're really in the game that poor that you don't see anything around you. It's literally just everything in front. And I don't know. I feel he made the mistake of obviously coming Chelsea thinking, yeah, World Cup year. If I play with Kante, I'm definitely going to be in the French team. But he was someone that needed to stay at Monaco for another year or two, in my opinion. Yeah, I just don't even think he's. I don't even think he could be world class in my opinion.
Bro, I wanna get that in a video, and if he turns out opposite, you know, I'm on your case when you make it.
Do it. I hope he does. But I just think in terms of the club,
like saving it.
No. In the club, we don't fully develop these guys. I can't see us using Bakayoko in a positive way where you could slowly develop. Like, here's the thing: Bakayoko would need like a Ranieri manager, like Lampard. You know, Lampard wasn't the same midfielder he was when he was 21, when he went to 24. Completely different. You know what I mean? Bakayoko needs those years. He needs a manager that's going to be like, I see this is your future role in midfield.
The intensity
for the next 2 years. I'm going to make sure you get better playing this role. You don't do that at Chelsea. We send them on loan. They do bits, we sell them, then they become world class elsewhere.
Profit, yeah. Eunice, man.
No, I'll say one thing about Bakayoko. He has potential. Again, I agree with Nini though. He's not ready. As far as I'm concerned, he's just not ready. The one thing I want to focus on though, recently, yes, he's been slacking. He's been, you know, as far as I'm concerned, dreadful, right? The abuse he's gotten though is too much.
Yeah, you're right.
Too much. It got to the point where I felt bad for the guy, and I've criticised him in terms of his performances, right? But I felt so bad for the guy. It's just he got left, right, and centre shots coming at him from every angle, and some's really offensive as well.
The chance
not going to help the situation. You can be critical, but that's not going to help him in terms of getting his confidence back because he's going to play more games, right? I think with time, yes, probably another season out somewhere, as Nini said, probably at Monaco where he's comfortable is probably good for him. I think he'll come good with time, but obviously that's something that we'll wait and see. One previous point I want to mention really quick, just regarding Pedro. We all agree we want Willian to start. He played 90 against Hull, though. Do you think he is going to start? Do you think Conte's going to go with Willian, seeing as he played 90 minutes against Hull? I think personally he saved Pedro for Barcelona.
No, I think three-man midfield. I think Drinkwater.
Nah, I think against Hull, here's the thing. Against Hull, we didn't even put in, the players weren't putting 100% of their maximum effort. I didn't see players leaving there with a sweat. Like, it was easy. You know what I mean? So I think Willian will definitely be okay for the game. I don't know. I just think Drinkwater is too much of a risk.
I know.
Out of all the players I feel sorry for, out of all the players I feel sorry for is Drinkwater, because he's being forced to play a role that definitely don't suit him. He's been all right when he has to go forward, but I can't believe we signed this guy, our fourth biggest signing in our history. Played some DM further up the pitch. It just makes no sense, and it kind of sums up our summer in a way, you know.
One thing I think about Drinkwater is I think he's a very... He's almost like our equivalent of James Norton. I mean, he'll do a job. He's a solid 5, maybe a 7 out of 10. He maybe does one thing wrong, but at the end of the day, I think he's just someone that can put a shift in.
Yeah,
it's a case of tomorrow. I just want people that can put a shift in. I think Drinkwater will start. I think Eunice is right about Pedro. If we go 3-4-3, Pedro will start. Willian played 90, and I don't think Willian had played 90 in Saturday, Sunday. In 3-4 days, you know,
we got United
training as well, and we got United. As well.
I don't know, but this season, Conte's been using William more than Pedro. This season.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. So it's obvious that he's kind of fallen down the pecking order in a way, because he does about 3 goals, 2 assists. Doesn't do anything. Doesn't keep the ball. Loses it all the time. Gets brushed off like nothing. Like honestly, like.
And didn't Willian get the rest against West Brom?
I can't even. Hudson-Odoi came on. Who else came on? It was Hudson and Willian up front with Morata. I can't even remember.
For West Brom, I'm saying. Didn't he get the rest?
I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure Pedro started against West Brom.
Yeah, Pedro started.
Yeah, so Willian got the rest for that game, so that left him fit for. Oh, and I'm sure he can recover for Barcelona in a few days.
Yeah, he had the week off too, remember? So like they're not even a week off, but like there's enough time for these guys to be ready. So I mean,
it's not like Willian was running all around the pitch against Hull. He was just picking the ball up at his feet and driving at the defense. He didn't have a big role to do. We were 3-0 up in like half an hour. He didn't have much to do in that game. He wasn't running around that much. He should be fine.
Yeah. Sorry. We're gonna come back to this topic. Just one question. Sorry. No, are you not agreeing there's no chance of David Luiz playing in midfield?
He's not fit.
He's injured.
Oh, he's injured? Oh, I didn't even know. Yo, let me cop that out.
He mentioned.
My bad. Okay, so let's go through our what lineup we think is going to happen. We're going to start with Luiz because he looks like he's going to, faint a bit.
What, me?
Yeah, just making sure you're still
first thing to think, who's Lewis?
You know what?
I'm shocked.
You, and the main guy in Hunter Chelsea, bro.
Me, the main guy? Who do you think you are? Jacob. I am as well. I am as well. Don't worry, breathe. Well, for a start, to clarify the difference, one of us is white and one of us is black. That's quite a big difference between the two different people. But
everyone's equal.
Yeah, everyone's. Hang on, I'm not saying it like that. Don't try and trick my words. Okay, all right, don't go there.
Carefree, man.
Go there.
Carefree, man.
But it's just if you can. But yeah, can I do my lineup, please?
Yeah, go on, man.
It's ridiculous, right? I'm going 3-5-2. I'm going pragmatic. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to go 3-4-3, and I'm going to throw in a tactic as well. So I'd go Courtois, Rudiger, Christensen, Dave, Zappacosta, Alonso. Then I'd go Drinkwater, Kante, and then I'd go. I'm just looking at it in terms of fitness. I don't think Willian will start. I think he could come on, but I don't think he'll start. So I think it will be Pedro. I'm going to say Giroud because I don't want Morata anywhere near this team, and Hazard. One thing that I think could happen is, or I would consider as quite a good option anyway. Last season when Fabregas was almost used more sparingly, when players' legs got tired, they bring him on, and then he would be he'd be fit and be able to swing those passes around.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that happen maybe. Then maybe switch to a 3-5-2, but go a bit more defensive. But then you've got Fabregas moving those balls forward for different players.
After we're 3-0 down.
I think listen, if you're going to be upset, Eunice, and that like that, it'll probably be an Arsenal performance. Let's just go 5-0 or 5-1 at that point. Who knows? All I know is that as a hustler, apparently, and as someone who preys on football fans as well, this will be great for me tomorrow in terms of fan cams, won't it, if we lose?
That girl, I had to come and... She was so annoying. Oh,
mate.
It's crazy how, when people just don't like you, the shit they make up about you.
Jealousy, man. Jealous.
No, it's not jealousy. To be honest, people that don't like me, I don't really give a shit.
Yeah,
It's fine. Don't bother me. I'm fine. I'm happy.
you know what I was
But
thinking?
yeah,
Do you think Conte could do something that's like none of us are even thinking? Like maybe Conte on some like fourth dimensional shit or something. Do you think he could be like, fuck it, with Giroud up front with Morata and Hazard behind? So it's like 3-4-1-2 or something like that.
You see that Football Manager, fam, or Championship Manager, man.
Just like pump balls up. We can just hit balls up to Giroud and have Morata and Hazard on them. You think Conte might be thinking that?
Ooh, that's a good one, man. I actually like that.
That'll be like some Matrix stuff going on right there, right, Eunice?
Dodging bullets and everything.
Yeah.
Clear the ball.
A real talk, I don't think it will work anyway, if I'm being honest. I mean, City will just eat him up for dinner. PK will just, I don't know, take his beard. I don't know.
Dead, fam.
I think apparently PK's injured. I saw someone mention that in the comments.
He played against Eibar. I thought that as well. He's fit. He's fine.
He was injured, but he's recovered.
He's recovered, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Guys,
single now, so he can recover faster.
Guys, let's hear the next lineup. Who's gonna say it, man? Who's next? Eunice?
Okay. I'd go 3-4-3. I'd go Courtois in goal, obviously, unless we get a penalty, we bring Caballero on, as Louis said. I'd go Rudiger, Christensen and Dave, Zappacosta, left wing back. Controversial, but I'm going Moses on the right.
Dun, dun.
I would go Kante, Fabregas in the middle.
Yeah.
My front three, as I said, I would go Willian. I just think Pedro is going to be starting tomorrow. So
yeah,
for Conte's sake, I'm just going to say Pedro, Hazard on the left, and Morata up front.
Okay. Let me just say something. This is not my lineup. This is what's going to happen because I know Conte. I spoke to him. I had a couple of conversations with him. I can't disclose full information, obviously, because that would be against integrity. But for me, I think this is going to happen. Courtois, for some reason, playing Moses. On the left, playing Alonso. In defense, playing Aspi, Christensen, and Cahill, because the captain, leader, legend of Chelsea right now. In midfield, he's going to risk it by playing free, boring. He's going to play Drinkwater, Fabregas, Kante, and he's going to bring on Willian around 65 minutes when we're losing like 2-0, 2-1. That's what he's going to do. And then obviously Hazard and Morata up front. It's going to be the typical 3-5-2 that you see, that I wanted in the beginning of the season, don't get me wrong. But seeing how we play, we're going to go back. I think he's going to hope that we stay 0-0 at halftime and switch it up towards the end by bringing on Willian and maybe Giroud or something. But for me, he's going to be so defensive, yeah. But I'm still going to back him because, my clear in it. But that's what's going to happen.
I don't know what to say to that.
Is nearly writing down formation. Is he writing this all down?
Yeah, he's getting it ready.
That's what it looks like, isn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna do this. You've got the lines going in between, arrows pointing where he wants the players to go, graph paper, statistics.
Yes. I think for my team is basically what everyone else is saying. Only take out Drinkwater for Willian. That's my team. We can easily just go from three. Players like this are good enough to be able to do 3-4-3 one time, then 3-5-2 the next. So I think that's our bet. If Conte plays that means he's serious about winning. Because there's one thing we're forgetting, yeah. We've never won a game in the Camp Nou. Every time when we've got favourable results, it's been a draw. We haven't lost, you know what I mean? But we haven't won there. So we need to win at home. There's no way in hell if we draw, we're gonna go there and get the win against them in the Camp. It's not gonna happen. Yeah. If our best generation couldn't do it, this one for sure isn't going to be doing that. So this is what I mean. Conte, he needs to lose his habit of being too safe. I mean, like against Arsenal, a lot of us were annoyed that we didn't take it to them, and it's a weak Arsenal team, and he still played defensive for no reason, and it cost us, which I knew it would, because that's the result Arsenal wanted. I mean, they were down to 10 men too, and still didn't really flood men forward. Still kept a back three, even though Arsenal would have playing park the bus football.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the lineup an hour before the game starts, that's when we're gonna know what our chances are in the game. If we see Drinkwater in the team, maybe it could be the first time I leave before the game ends. You know what I mean?
And you can do your review, quick thing, live stream. Yeah, NiiNiiFC.
I'm
NiiNiiFC, and this is Blue Lions TV. And today, I'm going to be talking about a match review where Chelsea just lost 4-0 against Barcelona.
We all know how I feel about people leaving early.
Yeah, no,
you know how I feel.
You know what's so funny about the people that leave early? It's like, regardless if you're winning, regardless if like they're gonna lift the trophy at the end, regardless if like you can sense the goals gonna come, they still leave. I just don't get, why do you spend all that money for a ticket and then miss the last 10 minutes? I just don't get it.
It's for them to get on the tube early without having any congestion.
That's desperate to get on the tube.
We've got to miss the rush at Fulham Broadway.
I live 28 stops away. I live 28 stops away, and I still wait, bro, to talk to main man, 100% Chelsea.
Honestly, I'm thinking, you know what? What's the best way? I mean, does it make sense to just walk to Earls Court instead of go for the walk?
Yeah, you're right.
I used to walk when I used to go home. When I used to finish doing stuff with Eunice, to miss the rush, I used to walk all the way to South Kent. It's a 20-minute walk. Yeah.
But maybe I might have to, because that queue's mad afterwards and that congestion too.
Bro, we usually go McD's, fam.
Oh, yeah.
I baited him out, fam.
I think, to be fair, I mean, NiiNii doesn't wait to speak to me anymore, and I'm really disappointed because I always see him and then he never comes and says hello.
You know what it is?
I mean, it's not like you live 10 minutes down the road from me anyway, is it? So, you know, you haven't. I'm dropping you in this, mate. I'm disappointed.
But this is how you know that, like, Louis is obviously like a professional, because you know how cold it is after the games.
Oh, mate,
but it is. It's got to this point now. I just need to leave. I can't even wait around or anything. I just want to, because in the stadium I'm freezing, regardless of no matter how many, layers I'm wearing. You know what I mean? Yeah, but hey, Sadiq, I beg check your phone quick while you're there, mate. But yeah, that you guys can obviously Eunice say something, you know.
Oh yeah, you might, I've forgotten it. We've been on quite a long time, innit? It's a bit, I forgot. Someone should have just typed in the comments or something. You get me? But let's keep it like professional. I want to end in a quick way. Obviously, guys, let me know your predictions, man. What's your prediction for the game before we end it?
For the first time this season,
that was quiet.
For the first time this season, I don't know.
I'll tell you what's gonna happen, because I've been getting my predictions right for some reason nowadays. It's gonna be 2-1 Chelsea.
Oh God, stop talking,
bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna be 2-1. I've been getting my predictions right. Check my tweets.
Oh, sorry. You just untied to do what the tweets are with match fixing.
No, I'm just telling you, man.
I've ruined my own joke. That's a nightmare. That's like a proper adult thing to do.
Guys, let me know your predictions, man.
1-0 Chelsea.
You think Barca won't score? You're mad. You're mad, bro. Extra shot, bro.
Quick goal and park the bus. Everyone behind the ball.
Everyone.
Nah, you ain't got that team to do that, fam. You ain't got that team to do that.
But to be honest, Barca aren't really scoring as much recently. Against Iber, for example, that's when they went down to 10 men when they sealed the game. But Iber, they had chances to have done a lot more. And Valencia, I mean, so many games recently where Barca aren't the same Barca team. They're not the same tiki-taka team. They're a bit more rigid too when they try and like play through you. They're not as fluid anymore. They don't have that fluidity of the MSN no more. And there seems to be like a tiny bit of an over-reliance on Messi and Iniesta. So this is what I mean. That's the Getafe game that I watched. They literally, even though Barca won in the end, it was so difficult for them because they literally parked the bus. They didn't move. They stayed in the middle, and Barca had to play through them. And it was, I mean, it was very difficult. I think we've got better players than Getafe. In a way, I'm thinking that with how Conte likes us to play off the ball anyway, like, you know that we always retreat in our own half, regardless if we're dominating possession, regardless if we're creating chances. We just do that, and we don't move, we don't press. So that, in a way, I'm thinking could be beneficial against Barca, because Messi and Iniesta want the ball in the middle. Messi could get, obviously, you know, I mean, he's still human. If you've got no movement around you, and you're just crowded out in midfields. So I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I need to see what the team lineup is, because then I'll know how good we're going to be on the counter. If I see Drinkwater there, I don't know. I think we'll probably lose then if that's the case.
Wait, I thought
that's not a prediction of the scoreline, G. We need a scoreline.
Yeah, okay. If Drinkwater's in the team, then I think we'll lose 2-0 or 3-1. If not, then I think we'll lose 2-1.
Okay.
I'm not going to win this, to be honest.
You, man, Eunice, and
a week ago, I would have said we're losing this 3-1.
About a week ago. Yes, sorry.
My head says if I think about this game and I take it face value, right? I see Barca winning.
Tell me your heart. I don't like your head.
My heart says we're going to win 2-1.
I thought
Yes. I'm on your side. Yes, I got the same prediction. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah. But I agree with Nini. I need to see the lineup first before I either go off on one or I think, yeah, we're going to do it. I have to see the lineup.
Whatever lineup it is, Cahill, Drinkwater, we're winning 2-1. You lot heard it here first. Yeah, Conte back again.
If Cahill and Drinkwater are on that pitch, start praying.
Yo, Louis, man, talk to me.
You know me. I don't do predictions. I don't want to even go near that.
Listen, you're gonna get your first one right. Yeah, if you do it right now. Trust
Mate,
me.
I don't get them. I don't get them right. I don't get them right. I'm not like you, so I don't get them wrong on purpose and keep doing them. No, I mean, for me to feel comfortable, like everyone's saying, I have to see the lineup first.
Yeah.
I mean, this is. I don't normally get as nervous about football matches. I'm normally just pessimistic. Full stop. So, right, we've got to see how we do. Take whatever we get. Move on. But this is the most nervous I've been since the Champions League final. Genuinely, really? My stomach is doing backflips just thinking about it. And I've got a big stomach, so you know it's got a lot of movement in there. But to be honest, I mean my seriousness is being undermined by laughter. So if you want to do that, then far away. I mean, guys, come on. I don't know. I don't even want to touch this,
bro. We just want a scoreline.
Yeah, and I want food, but you know we can't get what we want, can we? So I want to. Nah, I can't give a scoreline. I can't do it. I never do it, and I don't. I want to just see how the game develops, and then I can make that decision.
Guys, there's only one guy in the chat that has to be so extra. You know that one person in school that it was. It takes so long, like deciding something, or you know.
I'm not being extra. I'm just telling you that I'm not giving you a prediction. I don't get.
Listen,
you can't peer pressure me, mate. You know that. I don't get peer pressured.
Say no.
No.
Andy.
Chelsea win, draw, Barca win. No scoreline.
No. Eunice, you're not going to peer pressure me either. You can't do that. I expect better from you. You've known me for 4 years now. 4 years you've known me, Eunice. Unbelievable.
Oh, Addy, you said 1-0, innit?
Yeah.
All right. So we've got it all done, yeah? Listen, guys. We'll let you lot go because I've held you for more than an hour and a half or something, yeah? So, listen, guys. Thanks for tuning in, man. This is probably the life changer for me on this channel right now. Obviously, without all you guys helping. All the ads are on the title right now. I'll be giving them a couple tweets, shout outs, obviously, daily. Helping the Chelsea community, obviously. Make sure you lot follow them, subscribe to them. Everything will be in the description as well after we end the stream. And yeah, everyone that tuned in actually watched the entire stream. It was an average of 150 people at least, sometimes more, sometimes less, but average 150 for me. That's, you know, something amazing. So shout out to all of you lot. If you all enjoyed that, make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell. And yeah, man, guys, say last question, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you for having us on, Sadiq. Nice for everyone to be at the same time. It's been fun. Let's just hope we win tomorrow. Thank you to everyone that's watching and that's contributed. Share it. Follow us all on social media and give some love to Conte tweets to Sadiq.
Yeah.
And yeah, this it's a good channel. Obviously, hopefully it grows and hopefully we get the job done tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, Sadiq, Conte tweets, thank you for having me on. And yeah, hopefully we do more like these in the future.
Safe, man. Louis, man.
Definitely.
Wait to hear from you.
Mate, I mean, you've been asking me to do one of these phrases. I'm glad I've actually done one now. So thank you for having me. And it's nice to actually be doing stuff with Eunice again and actually be able to speak to NiiNii because he doesn't respond to my texts anymore because he clearly doesn't love me.
He never responds. He never responds. I'll be honest with you.
SIM. I've got a new SIM. Sadiq, remember? I've got a new SIM card.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
He does. Oh, I got you on Snapchat, so I'll send you my new number.
Yeah, snap me. Definitely get that done. But yeah, he's got no excuses now. But yeah, definitely. Thank you for having me. Really appreciate it. Big love to you as well because you've helped me on Twitter a lot over the past few months. So
I'll be helping you lot, man. I'll be helping you lot more, man. Trust me. I'm already on 12K followers maybe in 4 to 5 months. So guys, I'll be helping you lot. And Addy, man, shout out to you, fam. Always joining my streams, every preview review.
Yeah, thanks for bringing me on. It was good meeting the rest of you lots and having a good chat. But show Conte to love as well, innit? Because he brought me on in this whole thing, innit? So
I've got to say, Addy, though, like, obviously I've seen some of your obviously I watched the streams with you and Conte tweets too. Like, you got good opinions. I like hearing your thoughts.
I agree. How old are you, mate? That's my question because you're 14.
17.
Oh, 17. I was like, 14. Yeah, 17. No, mate. 17 is the right age to start, isn't it, Eunice?
Definitely.
Yeah, man. 17, definitely. That's when you want to get it going. So yeah, you're good. Trust. You got a big long road ahead of you, mate.
Eddie, don't forget, man. Don't forget me.
So shut up, Sadiq. We're giving you enough love already. We're going to switch it to Addy now. All right, get lost. Shut up.
Guys, make you lot like the video, subscribe, everything, man. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream now, and yeah, man. We'll watch us. I'm out, man. Peace. Enjoy the game tomorrow, man. 2-1 win from me.